Hi, thanks for coming today. This is a practice with no weight bearing on the hands called No Hands Yoga. So I created this little sequence with people in mind who have wrist issues, or you just need to stay off your arms or shoulders perhaps. We do a little bit of balancing where we use our fingertips, but in terms of doing full weight bearing body weight on the hands or wrists, we omit that and yet get a really good yoga practice in. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Hi, it's Michelle. Thank you for coming today. Today's practice is called No Hands Yoga. So this is for those of you who can't do weight-bearing postures or exercises on your hands or wrists right now, for whatever reason. So we will do a few transitions where you'll use your fingertips or maybe even hands just to get up and down for balance purposes, but we won't be doing any weight-bearing type of thing for your wrists. So let's get started. Lift the shoulders and roll them back. We'll just spend a few moments here sitting quietly. So draw the palms together at the heart. Inhale briefly through the nose. Exhale. And this time inhale a little bit more deeply through the nose, softening the gaze. Exhale, close the eyes here. And for the next few minutes as we practice, I hope you can carry this with you today, the knowledge that you can always make a choice. So whatever life is bringing us today, knowing that we have a moment to choose, we have that freedom and opportunity, and there's something that we can choose. So I hope you find that in today's practice. Softening the jaw, the shoulders, just noticing the body if you have any sort of injuries going on, and being wise, using that knowledge to inform your practice. One more full inhale, full exhale, and slowly bow the head, gently blink the eyes open, lift your gaze up, release your palms. So we'll start lying on our back. If you're seated on a blanket, go ahead and remove that now. And coming to lying on your back, I have a visitor with me all of a sudden. And coming down to the elbows first and releasing down here. We'll do just a little bit of breath work, breath awareness, and core activation. So feel your hip points here, just the inside of the hips, and begin to turn on just underneath the navel. So you can think about gently pulling down the muscles toward the spine. And take a full inhale here. And on the exhale, I want you to continue that drawing down of the navel as you lift the knees up over the hips. So have a slight bend in the knees. You can loosen the toes here, spread the toes wide. And then extend the legs up any amount. So it doesn't matter if the legs are fully extended or if there's a knee bend. What we're looking for here is no lack of movement in the pelvis, which means you're stabilizing. So draw the navel down, think about the hip points moving slightly up toward the face, and the rib cage is drawing down. And then inhale, bend the knees and slowly lower the feet down. And we'll try that again. So draw the navel down, draw the ribs down, and gently lift the feet up. And from here, just tapping the left foot down, and as you do, making sure that the hip points are lifted up toward the face, and inhale, bring it back up. And second side, lowering the leg down here, tapping the toe, and slowly bringing that leg back up. Two more like that. So bring the foot out a little bit further if there's room without moving or lifting up or puffing up the belly, and bring it back. And last one here, slowly lowering that foot down and then slowly moving that back up. Great. Bring the feet back down. So knees are bent here, and we'll do bridge pose. So hands to the side, you can relax the hands any amount here. Press the shoulders into the mat to lift the chest. And then think about the lower back coming to the ground. So the tailbone lifts and curls up, and then lifting the hips up, come into bridge pose. So it doesn't have to be your most highest bridge here. We're just lifting the hips and turning on the glutes a little, and then slowly lower down. Let's do that again. Lower the lower back down, hip points lift up toward the face. Press and lift up here, making sure the knees aren't going wide, and lowering down. This time, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulder, and release your gaze through the knees and come back down. Inhale, head comes down to the mat, arms reach up overhead, and then exhale, slowly curling up the upper spine, reach the hands forward, and then inhale, lower down. So we're going to link those two movements here. So inhale, press the feet down, hip points lift toward the face, lift the glutes, and as you do, reach the arms overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hips down, reach head, neck, and shoulder up. Maybe lift one leg up here. And bring that leg back down, and let's start over. Hands reach overhead. Inhale here, stabilizing through the lower abdominals. Exhale, reach head, neck, and shoulder, reaching the fingertips forward, extending the other leg. And then bring it back down. Take a rest here. So reset, pin the ribs down, bring the lower abdominals just centering, thinking about navel center for a moment, and relax the head, neck, and shoulder. So moving mindfully here, making sure you're not tensing up in the neck and shoulders as we go. So let's do that a few more times in bridge pose. Feet underneath the knees. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lift the hips up. Exhale, bring the arms forward, lift head, neck, and shoulder, and either one leg at a time, or coming into a hybrid Ardha Navasana, Navasana boat pose. And then slowly lower down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, reach the arms forward, extend the legs forward, and hold. Knees can be bent, feet can be down. Find your option today. And then slowly lower down. Notice how I curve my spine so I don't just plop down. One more like that. Press the heels down, reach the arms overhead, take a full breath in here, draw the hip points toward the face, and then exhale, reach up, looking through the knees, extend the leg up, and maybe lift up here, coming off the mid-back. Hold for a breath, and then slowly lower the feet down and come to sit for a moment. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twisting toward the right. So just taking the arms to the outside of the knee. Inhale, reaching up here. Lift the chest. Exhale, twist and reach to the other side. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, revolve. Maybe open up that arm to the back. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. And then exhale, revolving here and reaching out through the left arm. And then inhale, come back center. Exhale, rolling down here. Hug the knees in toward the chest as you come down. So you don't have to pull too hard on the legs. You can even just wrap the forearms underneath the thighs if that feels better for the wrists. Connecting to the breath again. And really just resting in the fact that we can always make a choice. Even if one part of our body is not quite on board, so to speak, we can still do other things that bring joy in our lives. So let's continue moving here. Cross the legs, and if it feels comfortable, rolling up here, uncross the legs, and just hover for a moment. Either bring the feet down or lift the feet up. Cross the legs again, rolling back, coming back up, uncross, and lift up here. Two more like that. Draw the navel in, rolling back, coming up to boat pose, and one more here. Lifting up, cross the legs, coming into standing pose. So mountain pose, Tadasana. Palms facing forward, spine is long, feet can be wherever is comfortable underneath the hips. Lift the chest and gently draw the navel in and close the eyes for a moment. Taking a full breath in and out. And let's come to the top of our mat here. So modified Sun Salutation. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, pushing the hips back. Fold from the hip. Inhale, halfway up. So draw the hands to the shins and make your spine parallel with the ground. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Have a soft bend in the knees if you need that for your lower back. Inhale, rise to stand, and exhaling, hands to the heart. Moving again, inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, reach up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, draw the sternum forward. Exhaling, fold again, just warming up the body and breath. Inhale, press the feet down, look up, reach up, spin the inner thighs back, and exhale, hands to the heart. We'll add on here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, grow tall. Exhale, pushing the hips back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring your hands to your hips, and just stepping back into a high lunge. So I just widened my feet a little bit because I noticed I was being a little bit wobbly here. Feel free to do that as well. Have a generous bend in the back leg. Lift the hip points. Tailbone is long, and lift the chest. Lift the arms. And if there's room, bending deeply into that front leg. Take another breath. Draw the ribs in. Exhale to forward fold. Big step in and folding in here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold and then rise to stand. Inhale, look up, reach up. Draw the palms to heart center. Moving with your breath again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up here, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knees, shift your weight to your left foot. Stepping back, big step back with the right foot. Coming into high lunge. Keep a nice bend in that back leg and bend the front knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Draw the ribs in. Take one more breath here. Exhale to forward fold, big step forward. Let the head hang. Take a full breath in to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale, folding in and rise to stand. Inhale here and exhale, hands to the heart, adding on again. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, coming into Utkatasana, sinking the hips down. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the chest forward. Exhale, bend your knees, stepping back into warrior one. So you'll slowly place the right foot back down at an angle. This back leg is straight, and you'll swing the hips to where they're more square to the short end of the mat. From here, bend the left knee deeply and lift the arms. Draw the ribs in and take another breath. And then coming into forward fold. So pushing off that back leg, forward fold. Inhale, chest drawing forward. Exhale, folding in again. Inhale, pressing through the feet. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Utkatasana, chair pose again. Lift the arms and bend deeply from the knee and the hip. Exhale, folding in, draw the belly in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Coming back halfway up again, bend your knees, shift your weight into your right leg. Big step back with the left foot. Plant the foot down at an angle. Bring the hips to where they're facing toward the short end of the mat. Pull the right hip back. Inhale, lift the arms. Draw the ribs in. One more breath here, pushing down through the inner edge of the right foot, and then forward fold. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. One more, inhale and exhale. And then lower the hips deeply, coming into Utkatasana again. And then rising up to stand, palms draw to the heart center, taking your blocks. And if you don't have blocks, finding a couple of books or maybe some big cups that you might have. Standing next to those blocks with them in front of you, we'll step the right foot back. So not as big as we do in some of the other standing postures. From here, roll the left hip back by pressing down the left big toe, and then straighten the right leg, pushing the right heel back and down. Lift the chest here, lift the arms. Taking another breath, grow tall here. Really be active in the legs, and then we'll fold forward from here. If the arms uplifted are too much for the back, bring the hands to the hips. And now, bring your hands to the blocks. Pull the chest forward, coming halfway up. Draw the blocks maybe on either side of the ankle. So halfway here. A little bit of back work, a little bit of core, a little bit of focus. And then exhale, folding in with or without blocks, hands to blocks or to the ground. Take a breath here. Opening up the back of the left leg, reinforce the hip moving back, the left hip. One more inhale, exhale here, and then bringing your hands to the blocks again, gently shifting your weight onto that left leg. Lift the right leg up any amount. So bringing the weight into the leg, pull that left hip back. Fingertips are gentle to the block. Draw the sternum forward. Wrap the inner thigh of the right leg up and back. Navel pulls gently in to support the lower back. One more breath here. And then slowly lower back into Parsvottanasana. So forward folding. And then inhale here, rise to stand, arms by the ears or hands to the hips, and step forward. Take a breath. And second side, sweep the arms up and step the left leg back, about 2 to 3 feet. Ground down through the right big toe and pull the right hip back. Wrap the left hip forward and press down through that left heel, coming halfway. Draw the chest forward. And bring your hands to blocks here, or hands to the mat, but we're halfway here. Ardha Parsvottanasana. So half intense forward fold. Find where it's best for your blocks. So you don't want your arms to be bent and shoulders crunched. Find your space here. And then exhale to forward fold. So fingertips can remain on the block, so you can bring your hands to the mat. Let the head hang here. 2 more breaths. And preparing now to move. So slight bend in the standing leg, shift your weight into the standing leg, the right leg. Gently lift the back leg up. So fingertips to the block. This is a version of Warrior 3. Draw the right hip back, inner thigh of the left leg wrapping up. Draw the ribs in and the navel in. Holding here for 1 more breath. Slowly bend the right leg and step that left leg back into our intense forward fold stretch. 1 more time. Great. Press through the feet, rising up to stand. There it is. And stepping forward. Okay, face the long end of the mat. Be sure the blocks are off the mat here. And just stepping wide. Have the feet parallel. Stretch the fingers forward here. Inhale, lift the chest. Draw the ribs in and the navel in. Think about the feet pulling toward one another here and the hip points lifting up. Begin to rotate from the shoulder. Have the palms lifting up. Inhale here, lifting the arms up. So nice stretch here, being very strong in the legs and the hips. And just gently side bend to one side. Doesn't have to be deep. And then come back to center. Second side here, a little bit of an exhale. And come back center, hands to the hips. Turn your heels in and your toes out so the toes are facing the corners of the mat. Lift the chest here and then slowly start to bend your knees into Kalyasana. So a deep bend in the knees and the knees pull back, which means you're turning on your hip muscles, your glutes. Reach the arms out again. Inhale, lift the arms nice and tall. Draw the ribs in. Sink a little bit lower and pull the knees back. And then draw the left arm to the inside of the left leg. Lift and reach here with the right arm. And then a nice side bend stretch here. Knees bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side here. Reaching up and then bending. Hand, arm to the inside of the leg. Come back up. Let's move here. So straighten the legs, take a break, feet parallel. Roll the shoulders And we'll move from here. Turn the toes out again. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms stretch to the side. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale here, hips stay low, knees pull back. Exhale, side stretch. 2 more like that. Inhaling here and exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. 1 more round. Inhale, center, lower the hips. Exhale. Inhale, back center, last side here. And exhale. Draw the arms back, straighten the leg, and come to the top of the mat, coming into forward fold. Draw the belly in. Catch hold of the elbows and let the head hang here. Coming back to your breath and back to your body. Slowly, slowly roll up here and clasp your hands behind you. If that bothers your wrists, you can catch hold of the elbows here. Lift the chest. Step the right foot forward, left foot back. Inhale here. Exhale, halfway down. Pull the shoulders back, opening up the chest a little bit. 1 more inhale, exhale. And we'll switch legs. So stepping the left leg forward, you can change the clasp of the elbows, other forearm on top, and step the right leg back. Pull the shoulders back and exhale to forward, halfway down. Draw the left hip back. Gaze is forward but a head on the ground, so you're not cranking your neck. 1 more inhale, exhale, and then stepping back. Let's come to standing on our knees. So I'll show you from 2 different directions here. You can take a blanket and place it underneath your knees if you have sensitive knees. Curl the toes under, and then just sit back on the heels for a moment. Catch hold of the heels or the outside of the ankles and lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, let the elbows hug in here. And then lifting up here, press the hips forward. Gaze is down, finding Ustrasana. Draw the ribs in, tailbone is long. 1 more breath. And then lowering the hips down. Take a moment here in camel pose. So we'll repeat this a few more times. Take breaks as needed. Keep the toes curled under, and we'll do again. So bring your hands to your ankles. Lift the shoulders, roll them back, opening up the chest, and lift the hips. Hands stay to the ankles, draw yourself forward. Gaze can be down the body, draw the ribs in, open the chest. Think about the upper back lifting up and over something, and then slowly lower down, release the hands. 2 more just like that. So take a breath here in our camel pose. So your choice now of entry, you can either repeat that or keep the toes uncurled and bring your hands to your hips. So roll and open the shoulders, lift the chest, and bring your hands down at the same time. So release the hips, start to arc the back, and catch hold of the ankles or feet here. Gaze is down the body. Draw the ribs in, let the tailbone become long. So your choice here, either looking down the body or head comes entirely back, but nothing in between. 1 more breath. Hands come to the hips, slowly rising up and sitting back on the heels. Take a moment here, close the eyes. Inhale and exhale. And we have 1 more of camel pose. So standing on the knees or curl the toes under, hands to the ankles. Your choice on how you'd like to do camel for this 4th round. Lift the chest, roll open the chest, begin to arc the upper back. Grabbing hold of the heels if you were coming into this entry, and lift the chest. Everything on the front body is lifting up and opening. Everything on the back body is stabilizing and descending. Hands to the hips. Slowly come back up And release yourself down. Bring your toes together, knees come wide. Step the hands gently forward into child's pose or resting heroes. Bring your forehead to the mat and start to ground down. Take a full inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Slowly lifting yourself back up. Come to a seated position, and if you'd like, you can also have that blanket underneath the hips. Bring the right leg, down to the ground so it's on its side and the right knee is pointed forward. Take your left leg and cross the left foot over the right leg. So if the foot doesn't quite reach, you're more than welcome to just leave the foot right there. Inhale here, lift the chest, lift the right arm. Exhale, you're twisting toward that bent knee. So take the left hand behind you and cross right arm over left leg. Inhale, lift the chest and twist. Think about the collarbones being broad and wide. Moving into your twist skillfully, mindfully, and then find comfort in the pose, just remaining there for 2 more breaths. And slowly release the twist, and we'll recross our legs, second side. So leaning back, bring the left leg down, left knee pointing forward. Take that right leg and cross it over the left leg, right foot is flat. Right hand can come behind you as you lift the left arm. Inhale here, grow tall in the spine, and then exhale, cross the left arm over the right leg, finding a wonderful twist. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, navel draws in as you revolve, and then find comfort in the pose one more time. Come back to center. Cross the legs. Lift the chest. Step the hands forward. Forward fold in Sukhasana, or easy pose here. Ankles underneath the knees. Draw the chest forward. Tent the fingertips. Be light on the hands. Hips pulling back. And slowly walk the hands back. And we'll recross here. Sitting back, recross, other shin in front, lift the chest, and exhale, forward fold, lengthening the spine. Be light on the fingers, be heavy in the sitting bones, drawing the hips back. And slowly walk the hands back. Seated meditation from here for about a minute. Roll the shoulders back. You're welcome to take Shavasana as well, where you're lying on your back, relaxed. Palms up or down, gently close the eyes. Take a moment here to notice the breath, noticing the body, observing the truth, being honest about what is here now. Being a witness to that. And take a moment here to appreciate the freedom that you have. Noticing all the choices that we do have, that we can make. Things that cannot be taken from us. Things that are deep down. Take one more full inhale, exhale. With the eyes closed, keep the chest lifted as you draw the palms together at the heart. One Om together, inhale here. Exhale, Om. Bowing the head. Rub the palms, creating heat in between the hands, and cup the center of your warm palms over the hands. Blinking your eyes open. Gently move the hands away from your face. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the practice with no weight bearing on the wrists or hands, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.